Hey, what's up guys? It's Cody with stillphotographyal.com. I recently posted a blog just talking a little bit about exporting in Lightroom. So what I wanted to do was kind of make a video going into a little bit more detail about doing that. So this photo was taken by the lovely Miss Christy Fry. This is at the Hoover Dam. This is actually a bridge right across from it. And if you've ever had the chance to go there, then you definitely know how gorgeous this view of this bridge is. And it's just, I thought that this was just an awesome shot. So the first type of exporting we're going to do is what you would want to do if you were printing the photo. If you would, this type of exporting will work anything from a 4x6 to a 20x30, and you should be able to export this in Lightroom no problem. And let's see, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Export, or File, then Export. Okay, and this is going to bring up this little module right here. Now, this first part, all this is going to let you do is just going to let you choose where you want your photo to go. In this case, we're just going to go to the desktop, and that will work fine. Let's see. Now we're going to skip ahead to the next one. File naming, I wouldn't really worry about that too much right now. Okay, this next one, file settings. So we shot this image in RAW, so we need to convert it to a JPEG. So what we're going to do is we're going to click JPEG right here. And then we're going to make sure the quality is set to 100% because remember, we're using this for printing, so we want a good, nice size file. Color space, sRGB, that's fine. Okay, for this next one, the image sizing, what we're going to do is we're going to click Resize to Fit off. We do not want to resize this image whatsoever. Okay, resolution, we're going to do it 300 dpi, or pixels per inch. And what that basically means is the pixels per inch. And so if you've ever seen like one of those huge prints or something like that and you get up really close to it, and basically once you get up close to it, it just looks like a bunch of dots, but when you're standing way back far, it looks like an image. That's basically what controls this, is the pixels per inch. I know that they've printed billboards and huge stuff on basically doing like, I don't know, 1 pixel per inch or something like that. So, but for this, we're just going to leave it at 300 dpi, and that's going to give us plenty of the resolution that we need for printing. Now, another thing I was wanting to talk about was output sharpening. We typically tend to leave this off, but you have a couple different options right here. You can export it for screen, matte paper, or glossy paper. We do all of our sharpening in Lightroom itself, so we tend to leave this off. I find that sometimes if I export that, it makes the image look a little too sharp, so we're just going to leave that off. As far as metadata, that's completely up to you. Watermarking, you can make your own watermark right there. It's pretty simple to do. And then post-processing, we want to just do nothing with this image for now. And so what we're going to do after we've got that set up, we've got our quality 100%, format JPEG, color space sRGB. We're going to leave the resizing off, and we're going to be exporting this at 300 pixels per inch. We're just going to go ahead and hit export. Alright, now I've already done this once. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hit this image right here. Now that it's exported, we're just going to get the information from it. And if I zoom in right here, you can see that this is a pretty big size image. It's a 9.3 megabyte size image. So you're going to have no problem printing off of that. So now, say you want to print something a little bit smaller, something that you could email or use for web or Facebook or something like that. It's pretty similar. What you're just going to do is make sure your image is selected. You're going to go to File, you're going to go to Export, and now this time you're just going to do a few things differently. You're just going to select, of course, where you want it to go. Now, you're still going to export this as a JPEG, and we're just going to leave the quality at 100%. And the color space is sRGB, and that's still going to work fine for us. Except this time, what we want to do is we want to click Resize to Fit. And we want to select Long Edge, and we're going to do it at 1,000 pixels. Even though it was right there, I'll just go ahead and do it again anyway. And this gives you a pretty nice size image for uploading and whatnot. So, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Resolution, and we're going to do it at 72 pixels per inch, and that tends to work just fine. Okay, so now that we have that, we can export it. Yes, I want to use unique names. Okay, now that that is exported, let's find it right here. It should be popping up any second. There it goes. Okay, so we're just going to get the information on that. Let me move right here. And as you can see, this is a much smaller image. So you'll definitely be able to upload this a lot faster. Now, keep in mind, you don't want to do any printing off of this. Now, when I first started in photography, I could not understand any of this, and I was printing stuff and sizing it, and I couldn't understand why it wasn't working. Um, But so hopefully this will definitely clear things up for you. So do not, make sure if you size it to 1,000 pixels, I think the largest you're going to get off of that is maybe like a 4x6 with it looking okay. So I really hope that kind of clears things up, and make sure you guys send me any questions or comments. You can go to our contact page on the site and email us directly. And guys, thanks so much. This is Cody Hensley with stillphotographyal.com.